Hello and welcome to the first ever episode of The Film Club, the club where we just watch films together. This is going to be a new sort of series that I'm going to be running on this channel where I just talk about films that I've recently watched, and you guys can give me suggestions for films in the comments. I'll then go ahead and watch them and we'll discuss it. We'll discuss it in the comments, we'll talk about it. I'll look at your guys' comments to the films that I've watched and I've suggested. This series is really about you guys as a community and things like that. You know, if I talk about a film in this video and you think you want to go and watch it, go ahead and watch it, come back, comment what you feel about it, how you thought about it personally. So in each one of these episodes I'm going to be talking about 3 films, ranging from all different genres, just basically whatever I've watched recently. So the first film of the series is going to be a film that I recently watched a couple weeks ago and I've got it on DVD. It's one of my favourite animated films of all time. I think it's highly underrated, and that is Soul. Soul is a film about a guy who wanted to become a jazz player but sort of never really made it, ended up being a teacher, doesn't really enjoy his life but then gets a big break. This isn't really spoilers because this is the whole premise of the film, but he gets his big break and then he ends up dying and he goes to a sort of soul society where he then tries to come back through doing a bunch of tasks. I love this film so much. It's one of the only films that have made me cry. The animation on it is just beautiful. Some of the shots in it are just incredible, and it's not too polished in the sense that you think that it's trying to be real, because it's got still a little bit of creative flair in there. In fact, a lot of creative flair in the soul bit. The way that they've sort of manipulated the animation is brilliant. So you've got the creative aspect there, but then in the real life setting, when he's just sort of interacting with the world, it's beautiful. Some of the shots are beautiful. The way the sun hits some of the elements of it, like the leaves, it's just incredible. Then you've got the soundtrack. I think it's Trent Reznor and I can't remember the other guy, but someone else did it with him, and yeah, some of the songs in this are just amazing. It brings it all together. For a Pixar film, it's not a soundtrack that you'd expect, but yeah, just the overarching sort of storyline and what it's trying to tell and the story it's trying to tell just is something that it meant quite a lot to me, and I think a lot of people should watch this film. And it's like an adult Pixar film in my opinion. What it tells at the end and the sort of hidden message in it is genuinely beautiful. Like I just loved it so much. That's the first film. If you've seen it, let me know what you thought of it. If you've not seen it, go watch it. It's on Disney Plus, I think. The next film I've got, a bit of a change of pace, is The Menu. Now I saw this about a month or so ago at the cinema. However, I've also recently rewatched it because it just came out on Disney Plus. This is one of the best films that came out in 2022. Some of the acting in this film is like genuinely so good, and the tier of actors in there is just brilliant. It's a little bit weird at times. It's a little bit, well, the ending is very Midsummer. I don't know if that's a spoiler or not. The best thing to do with this film, don't watch any trailers, don't watch anything about it, just go straight into it, completely blind. If you like food, you'll love this film as well. There's like elements of it that are actually like really good. The hidden messages about like society and how we all are as like the upper classes and everything it's brilliant. It's so good. The pacing of the film is so good as well, because like it starts at like a really high point, and then as the courses go through, it starts to sort of slope a little bit, and then it just goes bang like that. The pacing of it is so good. Like the switching point where you realise, like, hang on, this isn't just a meal. Like, it's so good. It's so good. I honestly just watch this film. The editing of this film as well. Like, there's the sort of transitions between the courses is just great. Like, they didn't need to do it at all, but the fact that they did worked. It's on Disney Plus, definitely go watch that. And lastly, we have Mitchells vs. the Machines. I think this came out a year or so ago on Netflix, and for me this went really under the radar. So it's another animated film, and this one is a little more kiddie, I'm not gonna lie, but also I just enjoyed it so much. If you enjoyed Spider-Verse, not necessarily for the sort of Spider-Man aspects, but the whole like animation and how it sort of is in the sense of its comedy and the way that the film is presented. I don't know if that's the right word, but basically if you like Spider-Verse, take Spider-Man out of that and you'll like this film. The animation on it is so creative. I wish we got more films that looked like this and were able to do more creative things like this film. The comedy elements of it, like there's actually moments of it that make me laugh, and for a kids film that's kind of rare. It's not really a kids, like it is a kids film, but it's not a kids film. There's some hidden meanings about family and cheeky shots at like tech companies today. To be honest, the main reason I like this film is just the creativity of it. Like, the animation, the way it's filmed, the ideas in it, it's a bit kooky, it's a bit weird, and I just like it. So yeah, there's my 3 films. If you want to watch them, go watch them. If you've already watched them, comment and let me know what you thought of them. Did you love it? Did you hate it? I'm not Anthony Infantano, so I'm not going to say would you rate it. I'm not going to rate the films. I don't want to give it like a rating out of 10. It's not a review. It's just, these are just videos to discuss films. I love films, I watch a lot of films, and I want to watch more, I want to give my thoughts on more. So basically, these aren't going to be sort of scheduled videos, it's just going to be anytime I've gone to the cinema or watched sort of 3 films that I want to discuss, want to talk about, want to share, I'm going to talk about it with you lot. And yeah, hopefully, as I said, it's going to be a little club. You know, we can you can give me films to watch, film recommendations in the comments, we can discuss films or whatever, so yeah. So at the end of every film club, one thing that I want to do is give you guys a film suggestion. This is going to be something that I'm going to watch between now and the next film club episode. So you guys can go away and watch it, I can go away and watch it, and we can come back and discuss it in the next video. So if I've got something like planned booked at the cinema, I can let you guys know about it. Or if I just sort of want to watch a film, it's a classic I've been told, or it's a really good film I've been told in the comments, I can let you guys know and we can talk about it together. And so the film that I want you guys to watch is going to be my favourite film of all time, Whiplash. I believe it's on Netflix, so go ahead and watch it. If you've already watched it, then brilliant, you've already done your homework. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and rewatch it before I do the next episode, so I've got a fresh image in my head of the film and we can discuss it together. That has been the Film Club. I hope you have enjoyed.